If you haven't heard of Biomutant, well, frankly, I am surprised that you made it here. But let's just say that this is your first exposure to this title. Well, you are in for a treat, friends. And this game is one of the cooler projects out there in video gaming space. Ask any long-suffering fan of Biomutant. Yes, there has been a lot of waiting, and they will tell you that there is a good reason that this title is one of the most wishlisted games on Steam right now. A new video type for the channel. If you like it, let me know. Let's look at the 3 biggest reasons you most definitely should be hyped for Biomutant. The first reason you should be getting hyped for Biomutant is perhaps the most obvious. The graphics of this game is in parts next level, and I am particularly excited for the world building and settings that we've seen so far in footage, from mountainous terrains to underwater and everything in between. Biomutant is set in this gorgeous land that has come under peril, and, like in all good video games, it is the hero's job to try and save things along the way. The fact that you can mutate your abilities and appearance, such as adding wings to fly, just looks to add even more of a chance to immerse yourself into a world that just looks so darn fun to explore. Some of the textures on enemies and creatures just look so fluffy, and while some footage looks a bit more optimized than others, you cannot argue against the fact that Biomutant is one sexy looking game at the moment. Just look at this big puff dude, for example. Second on our list is all about the action. Biomutant puts the player in this unique third-person perspective of fighting, with a mixture of melee and range combat to sink your teeth into. It's clear that maneuvering and dodging is going to be really pivotal in winning fights, and another thing that developers have shown off for us, boss fights. Epic in both size and scope, and just looking to be full of old-fashioned ass-kicking fun. You even get to fight as this weird hand thing here. That looks kind of fun, and you can't help but be impressed with the pure scope and variety of fighting styles and mechanics shown off so far. Looking forward to exploring the depth of combat systems and leveling up, alongside utilizing different weapons and abilities to tweak your combat strategy. If nothing else, you get to play this mammal dude doing some pretty crazy kung fu. Who doesn't love a bit of customization? Yes, that's key in Biomutant, and there is a lot to get hyped about here. Control your body shape, fur, attributes, and even your fangs, and tweak them in ways to make yourself the ultimate fighting dude. Collect parts throughout the game to craft weapons, and there's some stats to look at for those who like to mini-max their gaming experience. You've got affixes, you've got weapon switching and combining, you've got dodging and leveling up. There's just so much scope to customize your hero in the way that you want to in order to save this post-apocalyptic land. The decisions you make along the way will not only influence your fighting and gameplay, but also the storyline and how you approach the impending destruction of the Tree of Life. 3 emphatic reasons to be jumping for joy at the prospect of playing Biomutant in the future. But just in case you want one not to. Well, still no launch date set in stone for this one, and for fans waiting over 3 years, well, you might have to be in for just a little bit more patient waiting to get your hands on this kung fu fighting mammal. If you are a fan of Biomutant or the new video format, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a suggestion for the next game to cover, I'm all ears.